This is a very tight spot. I got the new ring, the ring light. The old one broke. I got a new one, and the cord to plug it in is much shorter. Now I guess I could get an extension cord, but yeah, I don't know. We're not doing that right now. So you guys get a nice close-up view, and as long as I don't stand up, you guys can see me, I think. If not, we're gonna refilm this video. So this is a pickup video from a bunch of different things. Thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace, a toy show. Some of these things you guys might have seen. Some of you might have not seen these items. So this is just like a collaboration of all that stuff that I picked up over the last couple of weeks in one video. So here we go. Well, I think we're going to start up with a gift. This came from a very new friend, Jesse, that I met at the Elephant Trunk Flea Market. I ran into him at the toy show, and this is pretty cool. He happened to be showing me all his pickups, and he pulls this out, this little awesome Bartman. Sometimes he does flips, sometimes he, there he goes, sometimes he doesn't. This is cool. This is the bottom of his bag. What was awesome about this was the shirt that I was wearing. And Jesse, I barely know you, but thank you. Super awesome guy. Gifted this to me. I was wearing a Bartman t-shirt. What are the chances? He's like, you have to take this. This is yours.
Oh, no way. No way.
What's the chances of that?
Yeah, do you have this?
I don't.
No,
There's
no way. There's no way. No, you got. Take this, my brother.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're the best, dude. You're the best, dude. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Anytime.
And he would not let me say no. So Jesse, thank you so much. This is very cool, and I will hang on to this. It will go in my Simpson collection, so I appreciate this. That toy show was totally a Simpsons pickup video. I picked up a lot of cool Simpsons stuff, including a purchase from one of the vendors at the toy show, Angel, who also typically vends at the Elephant Trunk. Now, you're probably going to get some glare off this because it is glass. I'm pretty sure that these are probably not authentic Simpson things, but he said they were carnival glass, so I don't know what that means, but I think they were a prize at a carnival. We got two of them, the Simpson family, and then we got, what are you looking at, dude? Bart Simpson. Weird. That's something really Bart says. Maybe eat my shorts, or don't have a cow, or don't lay a finger on my butterfinger. But yeah, in this one, what are you looking at, dude? So interesting. But pretty cool. I'll clean these up. I'm going to put them down somewhere downstairs in my game room. I'm not sure where. But I could totally see these being like a carnival prize. Maybe you pop the balloons and this is what you win. These were probably really cheap back then. Maybe a $2 prize or something like that. Maybe the dart game where you have to hit the star. I have no idea. But yeah, if you guys remember these at all, let me know. Because that's where he thinks they came from, is a carnival game. And crazy thing is, Angel's dad never took him to a carnival.
Yeah, I never went to the carnival. I wonder. I bought that online, but
Wait, did you just say your dad never took you to the carnival?
never did.
Sorry,
One
son.
time, maybe one time,
Bad dad.
maybe one time.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna take you to the carnival.
These were not his. He picked them up somewhere and put them for sale. But yeah, I appreciate it because I love The Simpsons, and I think these are pretty rad. We are going to stay with one specific theme for the beginning of the video, and that is going to be, if you haven't noticed, is The Simpsons and the toy show. The Danbury toy show video was awesome. If you guys didn't see that video, go back and check it out. I had a lot of fun. Met a lot of vendors that I usually see at the Elephant Trunk, like Ralph and Sean and Steve. Even met a few new people. I don't want to forget anybody. Oh, Danny was there. A lot of cool stuff. Found a lot of cool stuff, and I wish I had unlimited amount of money because there was definitely a lot of Simpson stuff that I could buy. Best thing to always do at these shows, in my opinion, is always look around first. Look at everything, and then go back and make your purchases. Now, that doesn't always work because one of the things that could happen is the item that you were interested in might be sold. Luckily, I didn't personally run into that. I don't think I did, at least. And everything that I went back for was still there. So 3 of these I got. Large, giant Pez dispensers. Large Marge.
Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent ya.
Not that large Marge, but yeah, we got the big large Marge Simpson candy dispenser. It's pretty cool, brand new in the box. Box a little warped, but not terrible. Looks great, brand new. This is awesome. Not sure, they had to be a Simpson fan, but why they got rid of these, I don't know. We're gonna stick with those, so we got 3 of them. The next one is Bart, and I believe I have the Homer one already in my own collection. So we got the Bart Simpson one now. So we got that one as well. And then we got my least favorite Simpson, Nosy Lisa. I don't know. No, that's probably not the right one. She's like smart and annoying, right? The smart, annoying little sister. So we got Lisa Simpson. Now, one of the things I learned after the show, I was curious to whether or not, you know, there was a Maggie Simpson. Makes sense, right? Homer, I know there's a Bart, there's a Lisa, and a Marge. But you know what's funny is I've never seen Maggie. Well, one of my friends, after seeing the video, messaged me, and apparently there is a Maggie Simpson Pez dispenser, a giant one. I didn't know that. Well, this is the crazy part. All those were about $15 a piece. I think I paid either $40 or $45 for the 3 of them. The Maggie Simpson one, the reason why I've never seen it, $500. $500 giant Pez dispenser. I will never buy that. Now, if I ever come across one in the wild, I will buy it, you know, for $20, $30, $40, but $500? No, thank you. Yeah, go on eBay and look up eBay sold listings. That's what we did. And we found one that sold, and it was either $3.99 or $499. It was insane. Never in my life would I have expected that. I don't know why that one's so rare, but I've never seen it in real life. I've seen all these guys, just haven't picked them up before, but we have them now. But that Maggie one is going to elude me for a long time at that price. Here are the last items I picked up at the toy show in Danbury. One vendor, she actually gave me these for free, but I felt bad. She told me to just take them. She sold My Little Ponies, and she had some random stuff, a couple of video games, 4 or 5 of them, and she said, go ahead and take them. I was like, no, I can't take those. I can't just take stuff. I don't do that. So I said, here, take something. It's like, here's $5. So she gave me a GameCube game, Loose. It's Crash Bandicoot. You guys know how much I love Crash. So that's pretty cool. Burnout, one of my favorite PlayStation games, although this isn't the Burnout that I love. The Burnout that I love is on the PSP and also on the PlayStation 2. And also she gave us this one, Heroes. All the discs are pretty rough condition, but for $5, you know what, she was going to give me them for free, but like I said, I just don't take things for free. Although it was a very nice offer. I didn't know her, and she gave me those. I gave her $5. Last item I picked up from the toy show. Okay, I've been looking for this game for a while. I've come very close to purchasing it. I was looking for one that was complete in box, but I'm totally okay with what I have. I can actually, you know, hopefully pick up the box later on, or maybe at one of the video game shows like Too Many Games or Retro World Expo, is Double Dare. Loved the show as a kid. Double Dare was the best Nickelodeon show besides Hate. Actually, taking a second look here. Here is a game I'm looking for. Almost bought a copy of this recently, but it was pretty rough. This one's in a better condition. I would love to have this boxed. Double Dare was the coolest show when I was a kid. Loved Mark Summers. He was awesome. Show besides Hey Dude. Of course, Hey Dude doesn't have a video game that I know of. But yeah, we got Double Dare for the NES. This is awesome. I don't know how it plays. I wish they came out with this for like Super Nintendo or 64. Would have been so much better with the better graphics and stuff. But I love the show, and I loved Mark Summers, and I would love to meet Mark Summers one day if he ever shows up at an event that I'm at. But yeah, I think this was around, I think it was price charting. It was like $18. I think I paid $15 for it. But super psyched to finally get that. These pickups are, except for one of them, are actually from today. These are actually all from a local thrift store in my house. So I have 2 thrift stores that charge $1 for DVDs and Blu-rays. And then there's the few oddball ones that charge more. I try not to buy those ones because they just, you know, $1 for a movie at this point for physical media is good. My collection's gotten really big. And I looked this one up. I was actually going to sell it until I watched it. This is Future World. I have watched this. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. Peter Fonda is in it. and it was a really super awesome sci-fi movie. It's basically about these two reporters that go to this place. It kind of looks like, it reminds me of Epcot in Disney World. This is like Epcot with different lands mixed with what is that movie? Oh God, I always do this. It's the Roddy Piper movie where they're aliens and they're. I always remember that later on after I come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass and I'm all out of bubblegum, that movie. But yeah, they basically clone these people and they look exactly like people, but they're actually robots. And then they basically the robots kill or dispose of the actual people that they end up looking like, and you don't know who's a robot and who's a human. It's actually pretty cool. I was gonna intend to sell this on my eBay account, but I actually liked it so much that I'm gonna keep it. So it's strange how that happens. Got a couple more Blu-rays. These are actually from today. Never seen this movie. I know a lot of you have probably seen this, but Lucy. So the girl at the counter was telling me about it. It sounded like it was a good movie. It was on Blu-ray. It was $1. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll buy it. I come from the days of Kurt Russell, Breakdown. What is that movie with the miniature golf course at the end? Overboard with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, and Little Trouble in Big China, or Big Trouble in Little China. Which one is it? I don't know. It's one of those two. But yeah, Escape from New York. I don't know if this is any good or not. And one of these must be a sequel, but Escape from LA. So I've never seen any of these, but they got Kurt Russell in them, and the eye patch is on the same side, which is good. So yeah, at least they were consistent. So there. So hopefully the movie's consistent. It's a good movie. I don't know if this is a series. I don't know if there's other ones. But yeah, we got those two. Never seen them. If you've seen them, let me know. I'm gonna be watching these the next day or two, and we're gonna find out if they're any good. They've been getting at this thrift store a lot of Bruce Lee movies. Someone was a Bruce Lee fan and now is donating their collection. So we got Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon. I've never a big Bruce Lee fan. So we will be watching this at some point. I don't know when. It's not on the top of my priority list. I know there's some Bruce Lee fans, and it's not a dig at you, but like, I don't know. Probably good. Last one. How could you go wrong? Friday the 13th. And this is part 2. This one's brand new sealed. So, DVD, unfortunately not Blu-ray. But who doesn't love Friday the 13th? Like, all those movies, all those late 80s, early 90s movies, Jason's, Friday the 13th, Halloween. All those were like, that's when we had awesome horror movies, man. They were just cool. What happened to movies like this? You know? What happened to Jason and Freddy and, you know, come back. We want to watch these movies. Those movies were awesome. Actually, this movie was awesome too, and I think this was early 80s, late 70s. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. But yeah, that was a good movie. We got one more game here. This actually came from my retro GameStop. It's funny seeing the stuff that comes in because you never know what's going to go in there. So I pop in there every Thursday, and we got Ace Combat. I liked Ace Combat. The series of Ace Combats were awesome. I started playing these, I think, on the PlayStation 1 or 2 days. I was surprised to see I didn't have this on PSP. So we got this. This was like $13. I'm a pro member, so apparently it was $12.34, which was pretty cool. I don't know. The artwork looks really good, but the images on the back of the game don't look as good as the artwork, which is funny. It's not as bad as an old school Atari game, but yeah, I don't know. I liked Ace Combat back in the day. I just like games that you fly around. They were just fun. Timeless fun. That's going to bring us to our last 2 pickups, which I got to thank Marshall. This guy has been coming through for me for the longest time. I did a Facebook marketplace with him. It's got to be a couple years ago now. And he was selling something. I don't remember what it was, and I bought it from some kind of video game thing.
Damn, Marshall gonna be pissed off at me on that one. Damn, Marshall gonna be pissed off at me on that one.
Marshall. You're Marshall.
And just one after another, he's like, hey, do you want to buy this? You want to buy this? You want to buy this? So year after year, he's reached out to me and said, hey, I got something for you. And he sold me a Nintendo 64, charcoal one, or gray or black, whatever you want to call it. I don't pay much for these anymore. I have so many of them. And I need to resell some of these. I need to do a flea market. But I have probably like 25 of these things, believe it or not. So I'm down to paying $30 for them. You know, that's what I offered him. He also bought some games from him. I think I paid separate for those. This is going back a little while now, so I don't remember exactly. The games I already put in my collection that I didn't have, and the ones that I did have, I put in a box that are doubles, that are games that are eventually going to be for sale at some point if I ever get to the flea market again. But yeah, thanks Marshall for this pickup along with the games. And I don't remember if I added any games to the collection or not, but if I did, then they're in the collection. If not, they're in the box for sale. So I always double check every single time I buy someone's 64 or GameCube collection, and anything I don't have, I put in my collection. Anything that's a double, I put it for sale, and I also look to see if I got anything added to the collection. If it's in better condition as a double, I'll switch mine out, like booklets and owner's manuals or boxes or things like that. So yeah, pretty cool. Not bad for 30 bucks. And that is gonna bring us to our last item. And this one is a little heavy. I don't know if I got this all the way in frame or not, but if not, I'm sorry. This is a Mickey Mouse TV, a Disney Mickey Mouse TV. This is actually, believe it or not, my third Mickey Mouse TV. This is great for gaming. Hook up your PlayStation 1 to this, or 64, or a Super Nintendo, or in my case, I actually have a 3DO upstairs hooked up to one. So my goal now that I have 3 of these, I was not purposely doing this, is to put them all side by side eventually with separate systems hooked up to all of them, and put them side by side. I think that would be really cool. So now I need a 4th one. A lot of people had these. This was this guy actually bought this from a yard sale. He told me 40 bucks. He sold it to me. I think it was 50 bucks. There is no remote, no DVD player. They do have matching DVD players as well. This one doesn't have either of those. It works. I tested it out and it works awesome. So yeah, I now have 3 Mickey Mouse TVs. They made these in several different models. They came in Disney Princess one. There's a SpongeBob one. There's a Cars one. I'm sure I'm missing something, but there's a bunch of them. I think there might be a Toy Story one, but there's a bunch of them. So let me know in the comments below if you guys had this one or one of them. I just think they look cool. The sound's actually really good on them. And yeah, it works awesome for gaming. It makes your game room look cooler. And 3 of these side by side is going to look awesome. But I think 4 of them is going to look even cooler. So we are at a reasonable price, always going to be on the hunt for these. If you see one of these at a yard sale or a flea market, pick it up. Typically, they're worth about 100 to 150 bucks, believe it or not. So if you have one in your attic or in your basement and you're not using it, you might want to sell it. You could get some money out of it. Don't be greedy. Maybe you ask 75 to 100 bucks for it. You'll probably get rid of it real quick. Asking for $150, unless you have the remote and DVD player, might take you a little longer. So depending on what you do, and definitely you don't want to ship this. So hope you guys enjoyed this pickup video. It was totally random. Like I said, a lot of the stuff you guys have probably seen before. Some of the stuff like this you have not. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.